All right, folks. So this video is about. Let me just push this down so it doesn't cover my face. How to handle your angry Filipina like a boss. This video went viral. It's a video of Angie and Tommy. Angie, of course, is the Filipina. Her name is actually Angie Suello, and it went viral, and a lot of bloggers were sharing, making reactions. So here's my reaction. If you wanna, if you're a foreigner, how do you deal with your angry Filipina? We understand, Filipina are very famous for their what they consider as a tampu. Tampu in English. What is tampu in English? I'm not quite sure, but I think it's like gave you a silent or something like that, and doesn't want to talk to you. I'm for based on my experience as somebody came from the Philippines. I think it's not only that it's kind of like a bias that it was tampo was it was given to all the Filipina. That's not the true. That's not true. It's not only for Filipina. Um, Tampo is also what do you call this? Apply to even Filipino, to the to the men, not only to the women. So this is kind of a it's become like a things with the foreigner, because of most of the like interracial relationship or marriage between the foreigner and the Philippine people. Most of the time is foreigner men marrying Filipino women. You probably seen also a few of Filipino men marrying foreigners, but that is in a small percentage. Mostly it's a men's marrying a Filipina. So that's why it tagged them as the as tampu, but it also apply to Filipino, because I'm not afraid or not even embarrassed to admit I also have my tampu moment. What is my tampu moment? My tampu moment is when I'm first of all, I'm not sensitive, as you know. Probably people think because maybe I'm soft spoken, people think I may be sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I don't consider myself sensitive, because if you're sensitive, you cannot be working for those millionaire, billionaire. You have to have a thick skin. When you're going to apply for the job, it will tell you, most of the time tell you, we need somebody with a thick skin. You cannot just be so sensitive. And then, but I also, having said that, I also have my tampo, but my tampo is probably unlike the, as you seen Filipina tampo, that they will just go to one corner, not talking to you for, maybe for the whole day, or even worse, for a couple of days. My tampo is once I had my enough of that person, I'm done with you. I will never talk to you again. We finish. That's my tampo, and that's me. And I also, I may be joking around. I don't get mad. I do get even. I'm serious about that too. All right, so I'm just sharing you. I just try to be honest with you, as you are my viewer. So it applied to both. It's not only to the Filipina, to the women. It's also, I know people, Filipino, the guys have this tampo moments. Sometimes, when you're dealing with employee, when I was a supervisor, I was working for a very big company, footwear company. We have thousands of the factory is huge, humongous. We have thousands of employee, and I was in my department, it's like 100. I cannot remember. Probably maybe less than 200 or 200. And you have to deal with this. And this all most of my in my department is mostly men. I don't recall a female in my department. because I was in the as we call as the injection department. You know, injection in footwear is the I don't know if some of you may know what I'm talking about. It's the injection department of rubber soil. We making rubber soil for sandals and also for footwear, and so these are most of in all of it. I would say just all of it are men's, and I have to deal with them of tampo too. You know, sometimes I was so nice to them, all of a sudden, hey, you know what? You need to clean your machine. I was something like that, and they will feel slighted. You know, oh, slighted. Tampo is slighted. I just remember now in English word, and they, you know, I have to deal with that. Sometimes I'll just say, hey, you know, take it, you know, eat it. I mean, you just, you know, have to make your point. And I also at the same time I want to, you know, share this to the foreigner, how you're going to deal with it, how you're going to deal with your Filipina when they are in this moment, when tampo moment. But before that, let's play the video and then I do my reaction. Okay, let's just play the video. All right, so I'm gonna put this here so everybody can see it, and let's play the video. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, you see? You see the medicine of my brother? You see? It is not enough. Oh, you see? But you don't understand my situation.
I do. I would understand more if you were a little bit more quiet about it.
You
So do you think yelling is
understand?
making
You
me
understand?
Yes, I do. Of
What
course
you
I
make?
do.
What you understand? What you understand? Tell me.
I understand that you're doing a lot of yelling.
What you understand? You said you understand. What you understand?
I understand that your brother is sick.
Yeah, you understand. My brother is sick. Yes, he is sick. You don't understand me. I need 20,000 pesos to bring him in the hospital. You don't understand that because you only said care. After you care, you said money. Now.
Oh boy, money. That was funny though. You know, so if you're a foreigner, you have to understand that you know, this is a very typical Filipina. You know, they're gonna, you know, if their family member you know, are sick, they go to the hospital. Who they gonna depend on? It's gonna be you, the foreigner. So you have to really you know, have to keep this in mind when you are, you know, in a relationship with the Filipina. This is a very typical, and then, but Tommy, he, you know, the foreigner guy was Tommy. He was at work, and then you know, for some, I think they were just doing this as you know, they were doing a live chat on live. I believe this was on live. And then the Filipina was obviously very upset, and because she wanna ask the boyfriend for 20,000 to pay for her brother hospitalization, and also I believe maybe to get some medication as well. But does really need the 20 grand? I'm not so sure. So you know, been away too long, so I don't know the, you know, the cost. I don't think, because I know that Filipino usually, you know, they have this what they call like a field health, and I'm sure that, you know, helps, somehow it will help. It's like insurance. So I don't know if they really needed, you know, did she really need the 20 grand? But in this case scenario, if I were, you know, gonna be advising the foreigner, I would say that it's time for you to get out. You know, with that kind of attitude, I don't think, you know, this will work. You know, she could be just having a bad day on that particular day, but you already see that person. So some or maybe I don't know what Tommy is gonna do or how he handled it, but he handled it like a real boss, very calm. Very as you can see, if you watch the whole video, he was very calm, and he was trying to try to tell her to calm down, because I think she got upset and she kind of blocked him. And this is also one way to get to the foreigner. Sometimes they will do something like that, and if you are a foreigner, you are like crazy for her, you're gonna give in. You will give in, and then you're done. You're finished. You're gonna be almost like a slave now. So I would just strongly encourage. I mean, if that's your Filipinas gonna be like, you should. It's time for you to get out. Don't put up with that. That's not a good sign. And what else? Just trying to. Oh, by the way, somebody have mentioned that this her name was Angie Suello, and one of my viewers said it looked like that was looked like Marcel or Love Love. Look at that. Look at like side by side. Look at that twin sister. They could be twin. Look at that. No, I'm seriously. Look. Of course, the one on the right is Love Love, and then on the left of your screen is Angie. All right. So, and then maybe that will give Love Love what do you call that idea? Maybe she can have a fight with Mickey Doodoo. That can go viral. We all know that Love love the attention, or maybe give Gina some idea too. Fight with Richard. Oh boy. Anyway, so let's see here. What am I trying to say? Yeah, I was strongly advised that if you have a Filipina like that, it's time to to get out. Not all the Filipina are like that. Yeah, I mean, I have seen so many successful marriage or boyfriend girlfriend, and their Filipina was so supportive. Even the foreigner, but as a foreigner, you just have to be very honest with your Filipina. Tell them that you're not a rich foreigner. But even though how much you try to tell your Filipina that you're not a rich foreigner, the impression of a Filipina is still, you foreigner are still better than a Filipino. All right, that's the mentality. Because of why? Because of the dollar and the peso conversion. I think right now it's 55-1. Can you imagine that? 55-1. So if you are, let's say, if you are on a retirement, you have, let's say, 1,000. Here in US, 1,000 it's nothing. It's tough to live on 1,000. If you're on Social Security retirement. But if you go to the Philippines, all of a sudden that your 1,000 become 55,000. And I believe the average worker in the Philippines are earning probably around 15,000 peso a month, right? So just think about that. You go to the Philippines, all of a sudden you are making 3 times more than the average Filipino. So you still ahead of them. That's why, even you, how much you tell your Filipina, you're not a wealthy foreigner, they still look at you as a wealthy person compared to a Filipino. So you're still ahead. You just know, you should know how to handle your Filipina in terms of if you want to have a good relationship, just tell them that of course you want to spend all your life with her, but you you guys have to look out for each other. You guys have to look out for each other. If something happened to her family, you will try to help, but not, it's not going to be all the time, and not the whole thing. Like if the bill is like 20 grand, you might, say, hey, I help out. Maybe I give, I don't know, maybe a couple of thousand or 5,000 or something like that. I think if you give 10,000, that is so generous already. I mean, not to pay the whole 20 grand, unless you really, you got the money and you really, doesn't mind. But it's just that, I really, my channel is to kind of, guide people to be careful with these things, in terms of dealing with your Filipina, because I've seen it so many times. Foreigner go to the Philippines, and they they think they're all of a sudden, their $1 become 55 peso. They think they're wealthy, they're rich, and they say, what is it? Just keep throwing money, or what is it? Somebody gonna ask for, hey, can you help me for like can you help me like a 500? I really need something for the house, and then you think about it, it's only about $10. So what is $10? So I mean, if everybody gonna ask you for $10, you're gonna feel the pain very soon. And we have seen many foreigner in a couple of years, with a very not a lot of savings, go bankrupt. So, and these things can happen. It will happen so fast that you will not even notice it. So just be very careful. Be very careful at the same time. Be watch how you spend your money. I was always like I was very cautious. Like I have shared many times, doesn't matter what is my paycheck level, I still spend the same way. I still try to be simple. I'm not like, hey, I got an extra bonus this month, I'm gonna go out get an iPhone or something like that, or go to a fancy restaurant, have fun and blew it. I don't do that. I remember one of my coworker. This is my coworker. Okay, I don't know if I share this with you guys. I mean, I love her. She's a very very nice coworker, and she and then her son was having a birthday. I believe the son was like maybe. I'm not quite sure about the age right now. It's about let's say 5 years old. 5 years old, and then what happened? She was able to get from our employer. Our employer was very generous and gave her, this is like extra money. I think 4,000. To say, for no reason. I said, why don't you? This is just to help you and celebrate your boy birthday. $4,000, right? $4,000. What did she do? What did she do with the $4,000? She went to Key West, get spend like five to 600 hotel room, 500 to 600 a night for the weekend for 3 nights. So basically, she blew the whole $4,000 on a weekend getaway for her son's birthday. I could never do that. I mean, I'm just if you think I'm cheap or something like that, but I just could not blow. Maybe when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I think because at that time I was feeling like money is no problem. I was like that at one time, but not now. I can blow like like $4,000 like that. I still have not buy my iPhone yet, so anybody want to send it to me? iPhone 14. I want a is that professional? What you? I want a big one. Now last year so funny. Last year I was debating. I went to Apple Store twice. I was debating. I said should I get the big screen? The I think it's called the Pro Plus. But I keep saying I don't want that big screen. I want the small because I have an iPhone 6s. I want something small that I can hold it, put it in my pocket, in front pocket. And then I try the big one, put it on my front pocket. I mean, if I standing, it's okay, but not when I'm driving. I mean, it's not gonna work. So I keep debating. Should I get I'm more leaning toward the small one, the Pro, not the Plus, because the Plus is bigger screen. But now I know what I want. I want a big screen. I need a big screen. It's hard to see on that 6S. So at least I already know what I want. All right. So I'm still waiting. I'm gonna get it. Just wait. I'm gonna get my iPhone 14. Anyway, let me know your thought on this video. See if you have any suggestion, about how to deal with your Filipina when they are going on the attack mode, or on the tampo, or some people call nagging, or try to get your money. How do you handle it? Just comment below. Appreciate it. Thank you again for watching. Take care. Stay safe and God bless. Bye bye.